I had seen it. I was just wanted to block him before I ended it so that I won't forget him.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know what he was
Yeah.
saying.
No, I was on mute. I didn't know I was on mute. I had said it. Yeah, I just did that on that other person page.
I was gonna ask you, was that the same person?
Mm-hmm.
So then who let them up?
I let him up, but I didn't know that was them, of course.
Oh, so they was on a different profile.
I don't know if it was the same profile or not. It wasn't my page or my prompt for me to be looking. I didn't care.
Oh, gotcha. You didn't really know who.
Right. Anyways, on the restart, but I wanted to make sure I blocked him before I forgot he had a funny name.
Yeah.
It's me making a prompt right now
You
because
make
regardless of that guy saying all that stuff, he gave me a great idea.
the definitions.
No,
Oh.
when he reminded me that these were mugshots.
Oh, the prison shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should do a prompt too on well I ain't gonna say it on here because people be um
A
punk.
pecan?
Oh, I don't know. I just
Hello.
Pecan?
unscrambled. I said punk.
Yeah, PK is fine.
Yeah, because I ain't know. I just unscrambled that shit. Um, PK. Can I get your age?
25.
Okay, no race, religion, or politics. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, trans women and women. Period. Do you agree? Disagree?
No. Well, depends on definitions, but no for the most part.
All right. Should she be allowed in women's spaces?
No.
All right. Then what is a woman?
Again, it depends on what definition you go by. Just an adult human female. I'd say that's probably the most like the biological and scientific one that would go by. I know there are other definitions of a woman, and that's why I said if you go by other ones, then sure, you could classify trans women as women. But like I said, yeah, it depends on what definition you go by.
Okay. All right. Well, in here, we're gonna wait a second, really quickly.
Mm-hmm. I'm sending you something too.
Sign, sign.
Yeah, I had been here before somebody started shaking their on the live.
Okay. Your back.
Yeah, I
Your
still
background
stand
is
on the
loud.
same. Okay,
Thank
trans
you,
women are
Jid.
women. Period.
No, let me get your
It's
age.
just
Yeah,
I'm 19.
I thought he was gonna walk away or for from the background before. That's why I didn't ask.
I said I'm 19.
All right. Well, trans. Your background is too loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to move around or come back up. Yeah. Anyways, check that message I just sent you. Is it? I'll still say good morning because it's probably still morning for some of you. Jess, do you like the background? I think it's perfect. I actually got a better one coming.
Oh, it's perfect.
You like it?
I think that it's so natural.
It is.
It doesn't. I think that the best part about it is that people are gonna just be looking at it. They might.
You want to run it?
Because yeah, we can't. But the thing is, I like them. Both of these are really good. Like I ain't gonna lie. So it wouldn't even matter if you ran that one. I think that one would do numbers. I think this one. I mean, both of them are good.
This one is cracking me up, though. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it is. But the other one is
It's so
insane,
perfect.
though. The other one is insane, though. Like because it's oh my god.
Yeah, she gonna be at it for a long while, but she does it anyway. So since she likes to go for 2 days, let's make it 2 months. Cause I'm gonna run this prompt every day. She wants to be popular and known. We're gonna help her with that, Jen. I mean, Jess. We're gonna help her out.
Jess, I didn't even know you was in here. I wasn't even looking at the comments. I heard you say Jess. I didn't know you saw this Jess.
You
Like,
can put him down. I got
okay.
it. Well, what the fuck he come up here on a teacup?
So could I ask? So do you guys believe that trans women are women?
Hey Jess. I'm like, that's not Jess. Um, yes, I think they're women. And whenever you want to do that, like I'm with you, so it don't matter to me. But I think they're women
How do you come to that conclusion? Like, how does that work for you?
because gender is a social construct.
But then when we look at the definition, of course, you can look at two. But when we go by the biological definition, it'd obviously be an adult human female. And then when you define female, that provides that definition as well. So I don't understand how, somebody that's born biologically male can then identify as a woman.
What's a non-biological male?
What's a non-biological male?
Because you said biological male, I think that was
Like a trans, I was trying to identify like a trans woman, so they were male before they were female, basically.
you were better off saying biological woman about biological man than biological male, biological female, because male is already biological.
Whatever, I'm just trying to make the distinction like they were a man before. That's all.
They were never men until they were men, right? Until they either and transitioned from boyhood to adulthood or identified as a man.
Were they not male when they were born?
Yes.
Right, so a male
I don't go
to
off of I don't use the
female.
definition that you use. That's why I was like, whoa.
Oh, well, then okay, then like I said earlier, it just goes by definition. If you go by a different definition, then it will be right in that worldview, and then different for
Request up,
different people, I
Nick.
guess.
Okay,
So
so the one
as
you
long,
use,
as long as people are respectful, I don't think there's an issue.
yeah, the one you use is typical. It's a typical definition. We would assume even a trans woman has a uterus. We'll assume a passing trans woman. We'll assume she has a uterus. We'll assume she has the reproductive organs of a female, right? We would assume that based on what we think a woman is. Adult human female is what we assume that they are, right? That's the typical definition used for women that don't have an incongruence. They
Yeah,
are
yeah.
female. Women without the incongruence are adult human females. But trans women with the incongruence they will identify with the characteristics and traits associated with the female sex.
Not all. I would say that not all women. So, for example, if you say most women have uteruses or something like that,
I
not
didn't say
all.
that. That's not what I
No,
was.
I'm presenting something like I'm presenting a point now, not what you said. Um, Even if somebody doesn't necessarily have like all the biological figures that you would normally associate with a female, because in nature they have that
Wait,
ability too, you could still identify them as female. Whereas a male, they can never have that ability.
1 second. Okay.
What the fuck? Why do I care if you have a boyfriend? People say the
Who we
weirdest
talking
shit.
to?
The person in the comments, you don't say that stupid shit.
Oh,
Yo, this what y'all do all day? No
did you come
money.
up? Did you
Is
come
this
up?
what
To,
you want to
Fuck.
do? What did you come up here for?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And this person, it look like a troll account, but I don't even know. Um,
Kitty
spiritually,
cat.
yeah.
Harry, there's no caps in my comments. You'll be muted. Cat person, come off the mute.
Oh, you didn't address the other name.
You didn't have a
I'm
name.
20. Well, yeah, it's just a emoji of a
Right,
flower.
so I'm going to address you with a name if you have an emoji.
Okay, I'm 20. And I disagree with your background.
Should she be allowed in women's spaces? PK, get off Tika.
Maybe the public restroom, but that's probably it. I don't know. Wait, is this? I don't know if this person is trans or not, so I don't know.
All right, what is a woman?
I think a woman is a natural concept. Maybe like an adult human female.
All right, well, we don't talk about race, religion, or politics, okay? And make or in the chat or the panel if you can't say it, you can't type it. Sorry, I'm doing something. Also, make sure y'all tap in the screen. Let's get to 10K. That's the top goal for now. If you get a restriction, drop from the panel. If you do not drop, you're blocked. Please use TikTok friendly terms at all times. And follow the host. Get your daily heart me. Join the team. It's open panel. If you get a restriction, make sure you drop those. But we're gonna have to go with you.
So I just want to understand why you believe the statements at the bottom.
Well, I believe the statement at the bottom.
That a woman is a person who identifies as female, and the rest of the
Oh,
sentences.
that's not. I don't use that definition. I don't agree with that definition. I don't think that anyone. I don't think that we can identify with the opposite sex. Only the genders.
Okay, so then you would say a woman is the person who identifies as a woman?
I wouldn't say that either. I wouldn't. That would be circular to me. I wouldn't use that definition.
If you got an XY chromosome, you're a man.
Well, Jake, can I get your age?
23.
All right, no race, religion, no politics is bad.
Dude, what's up with having these dudes pretending to be women in
Okay, so
women's
Jake, are you gonna be
bathrooms?
disruptive or are you gonna answer the prompt? Which one?
I mean, I don't think we should have trannies in women's
You know it's
bathrooms.
coming too bad, dude.
Well, great to the one caffeine.
All right, so
I
that's
found them to they was on the bed.
that's not the definition I
You better
feel
be
about.
careful.
I wouldn't say a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Stupid.
I wouldn't say that. My definition would be more so surrounded around the construct of what a woman is. I probably should have on my other account. Teacup, no teacup. No teacup. I wish that people that came in here had like we knew whether they could debate, like whether they actually wanted to debate, like before they came up. Y'all be coming in here ready to be transphobic without an inkling.
Damn, everybody caught the old boot.
I didn't do it. I don't. One person went on teacup.
First of all, Cher, you took yourself down, right? And if you went down, it's because you don't know shit.
That's
Why don't
it.
you move? Why don't you move on to another live?
They like to pretend that it's the moderators abusing their powers, but I don't be dropping people unless they're doing something that's detrimental to the live or they being disruptive. But I ain't dropped not one person. All I said was get off of teacups at PK.
And then I think you were up here before I restarted, so maybe I restarted and you got kicked off. She bear,
Okay.
by you telling lies.
Say we don't want to hear the truth, but you barely knew how to.
And instead of being in the comments, you could have simply just requested back up. I usually let people back up whether you get kicked or not. There's some news for you, and I appreciate your apology.
Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to kick anybody because I know my shit. No salt.
What is going on with Jake? Why is he so thirsty? What did he say? Do you,
Jake wanted to use slurs and just be disruptive instead of
oh well, yeah, you're
debating.
not taking my page down with you, Jake. You ain't even got enough followers for
Now
trying to take my
Jake,
page down.
I dropped Jake, but just somebody debating, I wouldn't drop.
I know you
Make
wouldn't.
sure when you get done, make sure you sweet.
Oh, she bear. We don't here. We debate on facts, not emotions nor feelings. If you're too sensitive, don't come up here, babe. That's the only advice I can give you. If you can't take being insulted, there are people's gonna come up here and insult you. You're gonna have to stand your own ground. I cannot protect you.
Wait, but when did you get insulted, Cher? Who insulted you?
I know you requested up. I was speaking, so I waited to bring you up.
Who insulted you?
Me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said about insults. Who insulted you?
Well, I'm not saying you insulted me. I'm just saying that
Well, be clear because people like to lie and say they've
because
been insulted.
he said tranny. It's just a word. I
Yeah,
mean,
now
and
you
you
got to
kicked
get
him
down
off.
to it. So what? This is
You gonna kick me
TikTok.
off
You
now?
cannot say, yes, I am going to kick you off. You cannot say that on my panel. TikTok friendly words. All the cuss words and shit you can say, that is not one of them. You will be kicked every time. And it won't be every time. If I tell you not to say it and you come back up here and say it, you will be kicked and never brought back. You will be blocked. So if that is what you're complaining about, you're fucking right. You cannot say that on my panel or anybody's panel. Really, TikTok will take you down. But if you don't
What?
know these things, how about you ask instead of insinuating?
What is wrong with her?
And that is the insult. So while you're saying that people are being insulted, you're coming up here to insult trans women by calling them that. Make that make sense. Yeah, I'm so damn backwards.
It's literally a slur, Shabir. And you think that you said it's just a word, but yet you talk about insults. You're not being nice. You're insulting people, but you don't want to be insulted.
You gotta make that shit make sense.
And then you say people don't want to have a conversation, but in reality, you
You
just
don't.
want
You came right up here and start slurring.
yeah, immediately.
Like what? They be sensitive every day, Jess. You should just see it and hear. What to talk shit and cry at the same damn time. It's amazing.
Right, right. It's crazy.
How you with my comments? I got, we can't say anything. It's this and that, and you mad because I won't let you say certain shit. You damn fucking right.
And then if you saw him get dropped, it's like y'all don't be using y'all critical thinking skills. If you saw him say it and get dropped, what makes you think you can say it and not get dropped?
Why? Because he said, like, duh, bitch. What's wrong with people? I swear.
I know what y'all thought. I know what y'all thinking when y'all come in. Y'all not alone. I know y'all thinking when y'all come in here, it's gonna be a insult session. Trans women are men, and then trans women saying how some women can't get pregnant. Like y'all think it's gonna be this weak ass argument with no facts. That's what y'all think. Like the other panels where facts are not being debated, it's just arguing. Like you're telling them that they don't have a vagina or a uterus. They're telling you that not all women do. They're just y'all just going back and forth about them not being women. Like y'all not really debating. Take the first. We can't see the top
I
of
know,
it.
I don't like that. You can't see that. Let me see what I can do. going to. I don't know who. That was an accident, Paris. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Oh shit!
Huh?
I just said, oh shit.
There we go.
It's still missing the top of it.
I can't do nothing about it because the host thing is there. Because the
Wait,
host sign is there.
so you can't screenshot this and make it and hold on, let me see something.
Oh, what was something?
Put me in the big box. I just want to see something. Yeah, so it's doing the
See?
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because your name covering it now too.
but it's missing a whole line. The part where it says if trans women are women. You can't see that at all.
Oh no, you can't see that. You're right.
Because I knew your name, I knew host, or I was trying to see whether I could do it, but yeah,
Okay,
you
let
said
me fix. So what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna have to redo it. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll redo it. I'm gonna have to move the wording around.
you got to split them shots, the mud shots. Keep the
But since we're here just shooting the shit for right now, let's put up his. Everybody can get it.
starring.
I have another one in mind for him too. It's gonna be funny. I gotta do them now. I got all these fresh thoughts in my head. You feel me? Fresh. They fresh.
Or he gonna be dropping us anytime we go to see it. I mean, go to Bowl Live.
I don't give a fuck.
He's definitely one of those.
I don't care. I ain't one of these too.
So what
Fossey.
you posted and look.
Fossey boy. Oh, good morning. Oh, good. Look at you, Joy, catching another one. Look at you. Stick around. I got another one coming soon.
I want to come in here like as soon as
Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Joy. Such a joyful day. I mean, they started it. I'm just gonna prolong it like they like to do. You know, they like to drag shit out. You get the drag part. They like to drag shit out. I'm gonna do the same. I'll go in any space I want. That part cracks me up. Do you hear me? Oh, that was pretty.
I love that
That
gift.
was
It is
super
so cute.
pretty. Thank you too, Joy. What's I doing? I'm editing this. All right, let me edit it.
Dakota, so you ain't get my text?
What? Why are you sleeping for? Good morning, Mystic. Oh, that's October. Okay. October has so many damn pages. I will never know when it's her or not.
Good.
Yeah, the ones live right now are probably like blah 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 blah. Drinking, the children. Unlike yourself. We all know what you're gonna say, bitch. It's like a rerun. And I fixed it because I'm so good at this. Okay.
So you don't know who that is to go to? That's the same one. You was like, oh, she not ugly in the Discord. Yeah, that's her without all that, without the makeup.
Who is that?
The one Jay was flirting with that you said wasn't ugly. And I said, you love them folks.
I only have 5 accounts. It's hilarious.
Oh,
Do you feel the same way?
All right, guys. I fixed it.
what she's
Boom.
not ugly
Is
with
that
makeup.
better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's better.
But I don't like that you can't see the woman's at the top. Let me see.
I see.
Hold on. There you go.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't mean to shrink it. Boom. There we go. There we go.
That way we can still debate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that top middle one. Sheesh.
Top middle one with the little alpha hanging out the side.
Yes. It's like notice it's like that in that one and the
Oh, the one down there. I didn't even notice that one.
how's that same part? How's
It's
that the
the
same?
same fucking part sticking out down there. That shit is
That just proves that you
hilarious.
ain't got nothing going on in real life. You ain't got nothing. That mean you slept on.
How you get your hair not done the same way? Insane. I'll leave these ones up for shit. And since I was doing shit, I'll leave this stuff up and then we'll go to T Rose when I feel like it.
Okay.
Right now, we're just discussing if, which prison should this trans woman be in?
This.
And the wig underneath, like, why she wear this wig twice? She wore the wig at age 29 and at 31.
She said she went on. Girl, please get out of here.
The drugs is taking her, baby. The
Are
drugs is
you really
taking
gonna
her.
act like you went on that? Girl,
She's
please.
so happy to be in that home getting sober.
Right.
Like, girl, you the best you ever been. Stay there, stay sober, stay by the beach. What part of Jamaica you from? By the beach. You ever seen fucking what is the shit called? With Dave Chappelle? He was selling the weed and shit. I can't think about what it's called right now. Part of Jamaica you from? The part by the beach. AI summary debating if trans women should be in prison and which one. I noticed that KS started following me.
Who is
Yo
that?
yo.
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to do my skincare.
Okay. It's a good time. We're not really doing shit. What's up, yo yo? Let me share this live real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Big booty hoes, go get it. Go get it. Thank you for the heart, me, yo yo. If trans women are women, which prison should she be in? Dakota, you at work today?
Mm-mm. Not on weekend.
I wish I ain't have to work tonight. I don't work on weekends either, but this is my weekday. Start of my week. So why me and Lady was on a panel today. You know me, I cruise in. And she like, hey, Sid. I'm like, Lady, baby. And then the motherfucker drops Lady. And he like, yeah, I don't know, but I don't fucking play about my brother. Something, something. And I don't know what the fuck the nigga talking about. The lady making faces. So I'm like, Lady, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? So then I started talking shit. I'm like, your teeth yellow as a bitch. And whatever, whatever. But he ended up ending. And then they come to find out that's supposed to be one of Jay's brothers. So he dropped Lady because Jay probably was crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, baby.
Huh?
I thought they was good
But
though.
we on a different
No,
panel.
I thought they was back
So I
together.
think he dropped Lady because I came into the room. That's what me and Lady came up with because they were cool. I came in, she said, hey, said, I'm like, hey, Lady, baby. He dropped her. It's like, well, let me tell you something right quick. I don't play about my brother and I don't know what y'all got going on, but I don't do the TikTok shit. And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I didn't know this was another one of his gay brothers. And then I had to ask Lady, is all his brothers gay? Do he have any regular brothers? Like, what's happening here? Because the way to my eyes, the way him and Dakota used to argue and all these he used to say to Dakota, you would think that he didn't chill with like gay men like that. I would think that.
Mm. Crazy. He run his mouth to his brother.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Good morning, bruh. Oh, he left. Come for me,
Where his
bitch.
brother went? We should invite him up.
I don't know, but you know, I screenshotted his ass. He ended up ending his live or whatever. He ain't really want no problems. But I don't know. I was just like, why you drop Lady? Comfort me, bitch. Can I get your age?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm I'm 20.
You 20?
Yes.
Okay. If trans women are women, which prison should she be in?
Uh,
Did you read the prompt?
oh, sorry.
It's okay, bitch.
We should. Lady follow him. Lady can invite him up here.
No, he ain't gonna come. He was really like bitchy, scary. He ended his life in like 5 minutes. Lloyd, you like the background, Lloyd? Prostate. Yeah, I believe that she may have one, Lloyd. She may be one of those prostate holders you be talking about, and we never even knew that. She does, and that's why the attention we give her is going to be a little different now. Sure, she's live right now, like hitting whoopee and alcohol. Tammy,
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
how you doing? Can I get your age?
Hi, I'm 34.
All right. If trans women are women, which prison should she be in?
I think this is a tough one because if you put a trans woman in a men's prison, she might be found very attractive by many men who are being, deprived of sexual releases. So I wonder how she would be a target. But then if you put her in a woman's prison, my concerns are her having a male body part, private part, and so what would she or he do in situations where he or she was aroused? Um, so I think maybe honestly we should just, there's a lot of controversy going on regarding this topic and
Mm-hmm.
other subtopics. I think we, even with the bathrooms, I think we need to figure out a way in society where we can cause less harm to all genders, and so maybe even create a side where it's just trans women, and for them to feel comfortable and safe, but also having women feeling safe and also having the trans women protected from men in the prison. I think that's not something we can shy away from and act as if it's not, like there's no potential harm that can occur there.
Right.
I think we can do
So
better as
what
a
do you think
society.
a solution would be for that?
I think a great solution would be to have a separate part for just like trans women, trans men, and if someone's non-binary, they get to choose where they would want to go, um, and that can change.
Okay, so you believe that the non-binary should also be fit in the same category?
I feel like with a non-binary, if they were to be in prison, they would, mm, I guess maybe they
That's a
can.
little sticky when you think about it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And let me not even go there. Let's stick to this
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna let you touch it. I wasn't gonna touch it with a 5 inch pole.
Yeah, I think we should definitely create a part in the jail, and I'm sure we're able to do that, just for trans women. I think we need to
Right.
protect trans women, women, men, everyone.
So when it comes to the prison system, do you think that they should be put in? It would still be like a sector that they would need to be put in. So would that be like still in the men's sector or the women's sector? You get what I mean? So regardless, they still would need a sector because a lot of
Um,
prisons are men prisons and women prisons. They don't collapse, so it still would be what prison. So should they just make a prison for them? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the solution?
I mean, if okay, so I wasn't aware of that, but so and if that's how we have it structured, I would say just create a new prison for trans women, because you're gonna get a lot of backlash from women if some women, not all, if you put trans women in the same facility, and so I just think to prevent that from occurring, let's just do a whole nother prison, because I see what's going on with the bathrooms. It's causing a lot of uproar.
Okay, so when it comes to trans women, do you believe that trans women are women, or what is your thoughts on that?
So I've joined a few lives and I have been educated further than already was about this topic. I think after hearing debates on both sides, I've come to the like perception that we can't necessarily say trans women are women, but we can't necessarily say they're not. I think they're kind of like both. We can't deny
Right?
that they're visibly presenting as women. We cannot deny that the there's a lack of testosterone because of the estrogen they're taking, and so that makes them present and also feel more like a woman. Um, so I don't know. I feel like they're a mix of both, and that's undeniable because even not every trans woman is going to change her private part, and so then she still has that part that's like a male. However,
Hmm.
there's other parts of her that is women that we can't deny. So and something I've learned is that even while they're taking the estrogen, they're not as strong as men are, and so that's something that falls under being physically a woman, and so I don't want to deny them that gender.
Gotcha. So you just made me kind of think of something. So say they did decide to put trans women in their own, sector or own prison. Um, does it matter if they had the surgery or not when you think about it? Because would they put them all in the same place? Because I think that that will cause not a life of luxury, but it'll be, you get what I'm saying? A little, do you put penises with vaginas? You get what I'm saying?
I would feel, me as at the top of my head, I would feel very uncomfortable doing that to a trans woman, just because now she is going to, in my eyes, I would feel like she is a target, and so I would feel like she
Well, no,
needs
no, no, no.
further
So
protection.
what I'm saying is, I'm talking about trans women themselves. Some have the surgery and some do not, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, do you put all those women in one section
The ones that have had their surgery.
and haven't, right? Or do they all go to the same section?
I would say no, because the trans women who still have their, male bodily parts, they can become a threat to the trans women who do not have that body part and they have a woman's body part. I would not feel comfortable to put them
Right. I
two
just
together.
literally thought about that. So then that becomes a bigger issue, right? Because now it takes a lot to have to divide all that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't really know how that would be sprung upon or even handled because
But it can definitely get done, and conversations like this are very important among society, and then also in spaces where I don't know, whatever professional um spaces that we go into, it's important to have them because these
I
identities are
agree.
real,
Hmm.
and it starts with a conversation, and slowly we could work towards progression and just making sure that the LGBT community, is just protected, and they have really high suicide rates as well. So I
Oh
think it's
wait, you gotta
important.
say you can't say smooth sides or something like that. You
Oh,
can't
smooth
say the
side.
word.
Okay, so both rates are really high, and just think we could do better as a society to prevent those things from occurring.
Unalived would be like
I know.
the
Okay.
Yeah, would
yeah,
be the
yeah.
best.
Yeah, those
All
rates are
right,
really
let
high.
me hold
So
on. Give me a second, Tammy. Let me get him in.
okay.
Schizo,
Yo, what up?
how you doing? Let me get your age.
28.
All right. So, if trans women are women, which prison should she be in?
Well, it kind of depends. I feel like I have like a very like in the middle stance. Like I feel like I'm a dude. I don't really care about this issue, but like I
Okay.
do have like a point, but I feel like it's important, which is I don't know. And I feel like left or right, who cares? I'm not part of either. But I feel like when someone describes themselves as a woman and is presenting as a woman, then yeah, women's prison. They're not gonna do nothing crazy. Yeah. Like, okay, look, we have someone that's a him, if you know what I'm saying. Like we got a him up in here. Like, all right, send him to men's. Like, who cares? Like, it's like not that deep in theory, but people make it deep.
It
Like
is a
you're bringing
little.
awareness
It's
to
a
it.
little deep.
It's kind
I'm
of
gonna
deep.
let you have the
Yeah, I know.
conversation with
I'm trying to make it.
Tammy.
I'm trying to make it light. So I'm trying to like not be like TikTok guideline, kind of like if
No,
that
you're
makes
fine.
sense.
You're fine. I'm gonna let you
But
have the
like yeah, I feel like
conversation with Tammy
it
though.
definitely. I feel like it also would depend on the person themselves. You know, like where do they want to be? Where do they feel safe? Because we're not gonna mention like we can't
Well, if we're
mention like
being
you know.
realistic, that ain't really how the law works. They don't really,
Yeah, no,
they,
I know.
you know,
Please don't know nothing, bro. They don't
you
care.
know.
So like,
Hold on, let me get. Give me
I've
one
been,
second.
I got
Give me
two
one
black
second,
guys and a
Schizo.
fractured arm.
Hold on. Give me one second. You're going about a minute. Give me a second. In this room, there's no race, religion, or politics. If you get a restriction, disconnect yourself from my panel. If I have to do it for you, I will block you on all my pages. Please use TikTok friendly words. Tap the live. Get a daily heart me if you can. Follow the host. And the panel is open. Tammy, you could come off the mute. Hold on,
Anyway,
hold
I don't
on,
know if
hold
I
on. The
did
panel's not open.
my
Somebody else is
objective,
gonna come
but
up.
I was gonna say like
Hold
I
on,
got two black
Schizo.
guys and a fractured arm.
Nye,
Yep.
can I get your age?
I'm 36 going on 37.
All right, beautiful. If trans women are women, which prison should she be in?
She should absolutely be in the women's prison because if you see any of the statistics about trans women in men's prisons,
Mhm.
then that is cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay, I got you. I
It
don't know if you
is
heard the rules, but I'm gonna run
terrifying.
them through you. I'm gonna let you expand when I open the panel. You and Tammy can have the conversation. But in this room, there's no race, religion, or politics. If you get a restriction, disconnect yourself from my panel. If I have to do it for you, I will block you from all of my pages. Please use TikTok friendly words. No caps in the comments. Tap the live and get a daily heart me if you can. Panel's open. You can elaborate now.
Okay, so there is actually an expose done on a trans woman who was put into a male prison who was raped effectively every day for literally several years straight. And don't get me wrong, men's prisons are horrific on that front, regardless. But the level of abuse, I think that's safe,
Yeah, that's fine.
was very much different for the trans woman compared to any, even like feminine men
Hmm.
within that specific prison for that specific time frame. And so on the inverse of that, we have no statistical data that trans women that have been put into male prisons, or I mean female prisons, have assaulted anyone. Now, did they get busy with a few people? Were there some pregnancies? Yes, but
Come
there was
in.
consent. Am I still on? Okay. So there was consent, which is the important part of the conversation here. So, yes, they got busy with some people, and yes, a few people got pregnant, but there was consent. That is the key differentiation between trans women being put in men's prisons and trans women being put in women's prisons. Is, don't get me wrong, I've had bottom surgery. I couldn't get someone pregnant if I tried. But at the same time, like, it, there, the idea that trans women act like men is literally the problem because everyone just assumes men are terrible, and that seems relatively justified. But to assume that trans women are men cosplaying being a woman is the actual virus here.
Wait, what?
Who was that responded?
Vicky?
Hi, Vicky. What was unclear?
You said people assume men are terrible, and then you correlated cosplaying with being trans.
Oh no, what I'm saying is that the people that assume men are terrible and then equate trans women to men cosplaying as women, that's what they seem to think of us, which is not at all the case. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't think that men being terrible have anything to do with your second point.
People assume that men are terrible and thus then apply that same concern about men being terrible to trans women, which trans women are not men. So, and by the way, if we want to talk
Tammy,
about
did you
people,
have anything you wanted to say? It's an open panel, babe, so you don't have to stay on mute.
Sid, you didn't
So
you
I
didn't
don't
answer
have
Tammy.
anything to say. I just appreciate whatever Nye said because I feel like there's things
What you say, Vic?
Said they didn't get intro.
Yeah, I introduced.
It didn't sound okay. I'm just making sure.
I don't have anything to say. I just I appreciated everything they said because I was being educated further. I didn't know that the
But
statistics he
he's
said. I
saying,
wasn't aware of them.
so do you think men are terrible, Tammy?
If you want my honest opinion, I don't think they're terrible. However, after hearing what he said, I do see how society can perceive them in a terrible way and be suspicious of them. And I can't see how that could reflect to how trans women might be perceived and how the baggage of just being born as a man can bleed into a trans woman.
that's exactly it. It's the baggage.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I get
Because,
that too, but Tammy, in the discussion that we had, you also know that Tammy, tell him your opinion. I'm sorry,
by the way, my
Nye,
pronouns
I'm
are
sorry
she,
if I
her.
misgendered you. Did I misgender you?
Yes, my
I
pronouns are she, her.
apologize. Okay, I
And
apologize.
it's
Can you
okay.
tell her?
I don't modulate my voice at all. I've never tried. Well, I can't say never. I stopped trying after I had bottom surgery and was comfortable in my body because I just am a trans woman and I don't mind being visible.
Okay, it's beautiful. No, I just wanted to make sure. I don't really like misgendering. Um, uh, want to tell Nye a couple of the things that you think about it?
I think that as a society, maybe we should come up with some innovative ways to deal with the situation. And so I see how placing trans women in a women's jail can cause uproar, issues for women. I see how putting them with men can cause a lot of issues, and a trans woman's safety might actually most times be of concern. So I think we should make maybe some separate sections of a jail to place trans women just to protect
So
everyone.
when that's done, which that has been tried, what happens there is you end up with the trans women in solitary confinement for the entirety of their sentencing, which is
Yeah.
also cruel and unusual punishment depending on the crime that they're there for. If they were there for, say, schmurder,
Uh-huh.
that is completely different than if they're there because they had a baggie of weed on them.
Hmm. Yeah, so
And
what I mean a whole section. I mean an
yeah,
entire
yeah,
section.
The whole
yeah,
section. So my
you can
question
say
is,
a
why
whole
would you think
section
it
all
would
you
be
want.
solitary confinement if they're getting the same treatment as all the other prisoners?
No, you can say an entire section all you want, but there is generally only about one trans person per prison facility in this country, at most. So you can say that entire section all you want, but at the end of the day, that leads to solitary confinement for trans folks.
But we're not talking about jail. We're talking about prison.
Yeah, prison.
So in prison, they
I said
relocate
prison.
people all the time, right? So let me break it down to you. In
Right.
prison,
You say and make
people.
one prison and
I'm
transfer
speaking. I'm
people out of state.
speaking. I'm speaking. In prison, when you get charged, they relocate people all the time. So you're saying it as this they have to be put in the same spot as ever. No, they can take them. It doesn't matter if they live in California. It doesn't matter if they live in New York. They can take them to the prison where there are trans women, and that prison is for them to have that section. That is the basis of what we're saying, right, Tammy?
Yes, absolutely.
So where you're saying is that, oh, they'll be in solitary confinement because there's a percentage of trans women and there's not too many of them and there's only one or two per jail. I get that, but what we're saying is for prison, they travel. They don't. When you go to jail,
I'm
you don't stay in
I'm
that jail when it's time for
probably out of
prison.
date on this. I'm probably out of date on this. But do you know how many trans people are in prison in total?
Say it again.
I was just about to say it again.
I mean, if the concern is a low percentage of trans women, and as a result they would be isolated, I think
It's
we can
lower
find
than
other
male
ways. We can
as
find.
a percentage.
No, do you know the
Of our
percentage?
population, as a percentage of our
You
population,
sound
trans
super
women
low. We can't hear
represent.
you.
Oh, y'all hear that?
No.
Dang,
This is me talking.
I just put it on the headphone. Give me a sec.
Nah, we can't. We can't hear you. I could put you down and request back up. Maybe it's TikTok.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I had just put a headphone on, and I think it wasn't connecting correctly.
Oh,
So I
okay.
put the other headphone on, and now it seems to be working fine.
We didn't quite hear what you were
I'm
saying.
about to get in an Uber, so I am going to have to hop off because I'm getting in an Uber.
Okay. You have a good day.
I will join back later if I can.
All right.
You have a good day.
You too.
I think in response to what he said, I think he brought up a concern that is really a real concern, and it's important that he brought it up. And what we can do to counter that is, if we don't have enough trans women, and that can lead to isolation or just not being socially active as much, maybe then we can have kind of like not special treatment, but just give them more resources that can have them engaged in society and with people, and that can be done in numerous ways.
That is also true. Peyton, Eli.
Sid. Hiya.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's good.
Right.
All right, Peyton. If you are you available? You finished speaking?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Me too.
Okay, so is it Priya?
It's
Or Chloe?
Peyton. That's
Yeah, just
Peyton.
call me. It's
Oh,
it's
that's
it's
Peyton.
yeah, it's just my drag account.
I wanna block somebody.
Who?
I'm gonna text you on the back end.
All right.
Um, all right. Well, I'm just gonna say, do you agree with the prompt, Peyton?
I'd say that they belong in a man's prison only because they're biologically male.
What if they had all of the, all of the necessary steps? What if they took all of the necessary steps?
That's where it gets difficult, isn't it? And I didn't think of that. I'm not too sure. I feel like there should be a prison like for people who are trans and have a trans man ward, a trans woman ward. So they're kept separate, but all the people can just be located there. Because I know, like, even just because it makes it easier for everyone, they're still in a woman's prison in the sense of it's a trans woman's prison, or they're still in a man's prison as it would be a trans man's facility, and it would keep them out of danger from getting attacked within a woman's prison or a man's prison. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were me and Tammy was saying, kinda.
Just gonna say, I agree with what Tammy said about being kind of um on the fence.
We have this thing in the UK, and so a trans woman will be taken to a man's prison in the UK, and she'll be put in a ward that is for ex-offenders, and obviously the other inmates see that as you're all PDFs if you're in that ward. So there has to be something, because ex-offenders have their own ward to protect them, which I don't understand. But at the same time, if a trans woman's there because she's vulnerable and like someone said they got caught with a baggie, they're gonna get put and subjectized to more danger just by being put in that ward. Because it's not about whether they're a man or a woman or biologically, it's about keeping that person safe. Because even though they have committed a crime, they're still human. I don't know what else to say.
No, you're fine. Sorry, I was doing something.
Um,
I'm actually
oh,
going to
no,
get. Say it again.
nothing. I'm on mute. Hold on.
I was just running these prompts to see something real quick. I'm actually going to restart on my other page and get it really going. I was just doing this for other reasons right now.
I've got to say though, Sid, I've missed you guys.
I missed you too. Every time you come in, I make sure I see you. I say hey.
I don't really go on TikTok much anymore. I've been busy.
I know. I used to see you at other lives and stuff. I don't see you anymore.
It's because I'm busy focusing on my drag.
That's good. I love that for you. I really do. You've been through a lot.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna restart. Tammy, follow Vicky. I'm going to restart on another page. I have another page I'm gonna restart on, and you won't be able to find me if you don't follow her. Thank you guys, and we'll be right back after these messages.
See ya.
Bye.